This is part 9 for the chapter solutions. In this video, I'll be discussing abnormal molecular masses. In last videos, we have learned to calculate the molecular mass of the solute, that is Mb or M2, using all the four colligative properties, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression in freezing point, and osmotic pressure. Now, using these colligative properties, if the calculated molecular mass, that is the experimental molecular mass, is differing with the theoretical molecular mass, then that solute is said to show abnormal molecular masses. These abnormal molecular masses are shown for non-ideal solutions, that is, if the solution is not dilute, or if the solute undergoes dissociation, or the solute undergoes association. These colligative properties, the four colligative properties, are applicable only to the solutions of non-electrolytes which do not undergo any kind of association or dissociation in the solution. In case of aqueous solutions of the acids HCl, H2SO4, etc., or bases like NaOH, KOH, etc., or the salts NaCl, KCl, etc., the solutes undergo dissociation completely or to a smaller extent. Anyhow, the number of particles in the solution increases wherever we have dissociation. Now, when we take the example of acetic acid or benzoic acid, in benzene, these acids exist as doubly associated molecules due to hydrogen bonding, which can be represented like this. This is hydrogen bonding. Now, number of molecules in the solution decrease due to association. Now, whenever the number of solute particles decrease or increase, it affects the molecular mass, or there is a difference between the experimental value of molecular mass for the solute and theoretical value of molecular mass for the solute. Now, these abnormal molecular masses can be explained in terms of Van 't Hoff factor, which is represented as small I. It is defined as the ratio of the experimental value of the colligative property to the calculated value of colligative property. Now, this experimental colligative property can also be written as observed colligative property, And calculated colligative property can also be written as normal value of colligative property. As colligative property is inversely proportional to the molecular mass, Van 't Hoff factor can also be written as the ratio of normal molecular mass to the observed molecular mass. Now, whenever denominator is equal to numerator, I value is equal to 1. Whenever denominator is greater than the numerator, I value is less than 1. And whenever denominator is less than the numerator, I value is greater than 1. Now, here observed colligative property is less than the calculated value of colligative property. I is less than 1, and this takes place whenever it is association, and I greater than 1 is for dissociation. Now, how much of solute is undergoing association or dissociation is learnt in terms of a factor alpha, that is degree of dissociation or degree of association. Now, alpha is degree of dissociation whenever dissociation takes place. Alpha is degree of association whenever association takes place. We'll calculate alpha, or we'll find a relationship between alpha and I, where alpha is degree of association or dissociation and I is Van 't Hoff factor. For substances undergoing association or dissociation in the solution, the expression for colligative properties are modified by simply multiplying the Van 't Hoff factor in the relationship. Now, for relative lowering of vapor pressure, that is the first colligative property, we can modify the equation as P0 minus Ps by P0, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, is equal to molecular mass of the is equal to mole fraction of the solute. Now, this is our normal relationship. If it is said to possess abnormal molecular mass, that is association or dissociation takes place, then simply the mole fraction is multiplied by the Van 't Hoff factor. The second colligative property is elevation in boiling point is equal to Kb into small m, that is molality. Then modified equation is given as IKb into m, where I is the Van 't Hoff factor, Kb is the molal elevation constant, m is the molality. The third colligative property can be modified as delta Tf is equal to IKf into m, where Kf is the molal depression constant. The fourth colligative property is pi, that is osmotic pressure, is equal to I n by V RT. Now, we'll calculate the degree of association as well as the degree of dissociation. Association, as I told, it takes place for acetic acid, benzoic acid, etc. in benzene. Now, degree of association alpha is equal to number of moles associated divided by total number of moles initially taken. That is, it is the fraction of the total substance which exists in the form of associated molecules. Now, if n simple molecules of the solute A are taken to form associated molecule AN, so that an equilibrium is established between n number of A and the molecule form, that is AN. Now, if we start with 1 mole of A, then AN will be 0 before association. Then at equilibrium, if alpha is the degree of association, then the number of moles for A which are left at equilibrium will be 1 minus alpha, so that here alpha by n molecules are formed. Then total number of moles will be equal to 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n. Since the colligative property is proportional to the number of moles of the solute present in the solution, therefore I is equal to, or the Van't Hoff factor is equal to 1 my total number of moles, that is 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n whole divided by 1, or alpha minus alpha by n is equal to 1 minus I, or alpha is equal to 1 minus I by 1 minus 1 by n. This is the degree of association, and here I is less than 1. Now, when we want to calculate alpha for dissociation, similar explanation can be given for dissociation. The degree of dissociation is defined as the fraction of the total substance that undergoes dissociation. Now, degree of dissociation alpha is equal to number of moles dissociated whole divided by total number of moles taken. Suppose a molecule AN dissociates to form n number of A. Now, an equilibrium is set up between the molecule and the total number of molecules formed. If we start with 1 mole of the solute, then at equilibrium we will have 1 minus alpha moles of undissociated molecules at equilibrium, so that n alpha moles will be formed at equilibrium. That is, before dissociation we will take 1, so that here it is 0, and if alpha is the degree of dissociation, then at equilibrium n alpha molecules will be formed, and reactant side we can put 1 minus alpha. Now, total number of moles is equal to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. This can be written as 1 plus n minus 1 alpha. Now Van 't Hoff factor I is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 alpha whole divided by 1, or this is equal to I minus 1 is equal to n minus 1 alpha, or alpha is equal to I minus 1 by n minus 1, or this is equal to 1 minus I by 1 minus n. For dissociation, I is greater than 1. Now we can sum it as, when association takes place, the Van 't Hoff factor is less than 1, and alpha, the degree of association, can be given as 1 minus I by 1 minus 1 by n, where n number of solutes undergo association. Now when dissociation takes place, I is greater than 1, that is the Van 't Hoff factor is greater than 1. The degree of dissociation is equal to 1 minus I by 1 minus n, where n number of moles of solute are formed.